Welcome to my channel and this gentle, calming class. Let's start off by lying on our backs, finding a comfortable position for the legs and the arms, really allowing the body to soften and release into the floor. Bringing the awareness to the breath, allowing the breath to be slow and relaxed. Noticing how the breath flows in through the nostrils. And then on the exhale, allowing the body to soften and relax into the floor. So deep breath in through the nose. And on the exhale, letting go of any tension that might be lingering in the body. Let's bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. Place one hand on the lower stomach, the other hand on the chest. Exhale all the old air out, and we're going to inhale in on the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. And then exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Again, breathing in. Hold. And as you exhale for 5, feel the chest soften and the hand on the stomach dropping down towards the floor. Let's continue, just change the hands, breathing in. Hold and exhale, stomach sinks down. Hold, and one more time, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold that for a second. Come back to the natural breath and bring your knees towards your chest. Just let's rock a little bit from right to left as if we're massaging the lower back into the floor. Softening the muscles of the face and the neck. And then coming back to center. This time we're going to breathe in on the count of 3, 2, 3. And as we exhale, we're going to squeeze the knees into the chest and count for 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, bring the knees to the chest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay for a moment. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in. 2, 3. Exhale all the air out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay there for a moment. And we're going to do the same thing with the hands behind your head. Inhale through the nose. 2, 3. On the exhale, lift the head towards the knees. Bring the knees towards the head. Exhale all the air out. Stay for a moment. Breathing in, relax the head. 2, 3. Exhale, head up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay. Let's do that one more time, just like that. Breathing in. And breathing out. Squeeze all the air out. Let's just stay there for a moment. Relax the head, feet back on the floor. Let's place the fingertips underneath the navel. Inhale. As you exhale, gently press the fingers down into the stomach. Feel the stomach sinking down and just curl the tailbone a little bit off the mat. And then relax as you inhale. Exhale, the fingertips press down. The tailbone lifts up a little bit. Hold for a second. Relax the head down. Again, on the exhale, fingers press into the stomach, tailbone lifts just a little bit off the mat. Coming back, and we're going to do that with the hands behind the head. Lengthen. Inhale, exhale, lifting the head and shoulders up, and we're going to stay here. Inhale, more length. Exhale, drawing the stomach in and just curling the tailbone off. Inhale, release the tailbone down. Exhale, lift the tailbone up. Draw the stomach in. Twice more. Inhale, release the hips down. Exhale, rolling up, drawing the stomach in. Maybe a little bit more. One more time. Inhale. Hips release. Exhale, hips curl up, stomach in. And for a moment, relax the hips and the head. Breathing in to lengthen. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders up a bit more. And bring your heels just a little bit closer towards you, because we're going to do a seesaw motion. This time the hips go up. The head and shoulders are going to come down and relax on the mat. And then lift the head and shoulders up. And as that happens, rolling the hips down towards the floor. So just play with that seesaw motion. As the head goes down, the hips come up. And as the head comes up, the hips go down. And bring your awareness to how the back gets a massage on the floor with this movement. Let's do that one more time, massaging through the vertebra. Coming up with the head. This time we're going to keep the hips relaxed. Bring the head and shoulders down, opening the elbows to the side. Opening the legs a little bit wider than the hips, and let both knees come over to the right. Stay for a moment, seeing how much you can relax the body in this position. Now the next exhale, using the deep stomach muscles to bring the knees back, and then over to the left. Staying for a moment, softening the body into the floor. And the stomach brings the knees back. So keep going in your own time. You can keep it nice and slow, or you can pick up the pace a little bit if that feels better for you. Really softening the muscles of the neck and the shoulders. The only muscles that we really want to work are the muscles of the center, of the deep core. Let's go one last time over to the left. Coming back, and this time I'm going to keep the knees over to the right. Open the arms to the sides and take the left leg so that we can hold onto the leg with the right hand. Just softening, releasing, letting go. The breath is slow and steady and deep. And each exhalation, letting go of a little bit more tension. Let's go to the other side. So take that leg back. Both legs go over to the left. The right leg comes to a place where you can hold on with your left hand. When you find the position that feels good, see how much you can relax and soften into this position. Deep, slow breath in and out. One last breath. And then coming back. Let's hug the right knee to the chest, stretch the left leg out on the floor. Inhale, on the exhale, lift the head up towards the knee. Knee comes towards the head, squeeze all the old air out. Draw the navel in and relax the head back down. Let's do it one more time like that. Deep breath in and deep breath out. We're going to stay right hand behind your head and use the right hand to lift the head even more towards the knee. Bring it down. This time we're going to take the leg to a 90-degree angle. We're going to keep the knee there and lift the head up as if the head wants to come towards the knee, but the knee wants to stay in place. So it's a little bit more challenging for the stomach muscles. And back down to inhale. Twice more. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Really getting all the old air out of your lungs and drawing the stomach in. Deep breath in, head relaxes down. One more time, coming up, and let's take little pulses. Exhale, in, out. 2 more. Bring the foot down to the floor, relax the head, reach both arms back. Going to press the foot into the floor, send the right knee forward, stretch the arms back, sort of like a morning stretch. And the hip relaxes down. So we keep going with that. Imagine the right side of your hip pointing towards your left shoulder and relaxing down. So we're trying to get this diagonal sensation. Reaching, lifting the right side of the hip, relaxing it down. Let's do one more of those. Lengthening, stretching through the body. Let that go. Reach that right leg up towards the ceiling. Hold on behind the leg. Find a place where it's a comfortable stretch. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to lift the head up, just deepening the stretch a little bit more. And then relax the leg, relax the arms. Notice if there's any difference in sensation between the right and the left side. So let's hold on to the right knee. Inhale. Exhale, lift the knee towards the forehead, forehead towards the knee, drawing the navel in and up. Relax the head down to inhale. Again, lift the head up. Exhale. Stay there, place the left hand behind your head. See if you can bring the knee and the head a little bit closer together. Head down. This time we're going to take the knee slightly further away, so it's the legs at a 90-degree angle. Keep the leg where it is and lift the head up towards it. And back down. Inhale. Again, exhale. Using hands maybe to come up just a little bit more. Inhale, coming down. Next time we're going to stay up there and take little pulses, exhaling. Breathe out. 2 more. Stay, draw the stomach in. And then bring the foot to the floor. Reach the arms up. Press the foot down. The knee reaches forward. Stretch the arms back. And relax that left hip down. Again, as you lift the hip up, think of it pointing towards the opposite shoulder. So we're getting that sense of a diagonal. And relax down. I'm going to do that twice more. Press down with the foot. Stretch the knee forwards, the fingertips back. And relax it down. One more time. Reach. Opening the body. And relax it back down. Again, just take a moment to relax. Notice the sensation of the body softening into the mat. Again, we'll hug the right knee in. Going to go for a single leg stretch. So exhale, lift the head and shoulders up. Lengthen the left leg to float it up. And we're going to change. Each exhalation, draw the stomach in. So really firing up, feeling the strength of the muscles of the center. And let's continue with the crisscross, hands behind the head, bringing the opposite shoulder towards the knee, trying to keep the knee at that 90-degree angle. Let's do a few more of those. And relax. Hug the knees in towards you. Lift the head, just rocking up a few times, massaging the spine on the mat. And coming to a sitting position. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. Lengthen the spine. Feel the engagement of the pelvic floor and the stomach muscles. Going to lengthen forwards with a long spine. See if we can relax anything around the shoulders and the neck. And then just allow the head to drop over. You might keep the arms where they are. I'm going to slide them underneath my legs and hold onto the feet. Just allowing the head to get heavier. And the breath to be slow and deep. Stay there. And with the next exhalation, think of lifting the stomach up and slightly curling your tailbone to a posterior pelvic tilt and letting that go. So it's a very small movement. The stomach lifts, and thinking of curling your tailbone. You might not even be able to see the movement or barely see the movement. Let's do it one more time, rounding the back, putting the stomach in, curling the tailbone, and then just relax. Coming up vertebra by vertebra. Bring the knees together, hands onto the knees, creating length through the spine as we inhale. Exhale, half roll back. Going to stay here, reach the fingertips. Inhale. As you exhale, that sense of the stomach pulling in and the tailbone curling. And coming up to inhale. Again, exhale, rounding. Coming back, lengthening. Rounding, reach the fingertips forwards as you reach the navel back. Coming up, one more time, that half roll back, creating length through the back. Coming up, gonna open the legs to a comfortable position. Hands on the floor, walk the hands forwards, drop the head. Again, taking a moment just to really relax and soften. If you need to have a soft bend in your knees, that's absolutely fine. And again, as we exhale, we're going to think of lifting the stomach and slightly curling the tailbone in and releasing. Curling the tailbone, lifting the stomach, keeping the head relaxed. And one more time. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And then just really relax for another moment. Softening the body into the floor. And slowly coming up vertebra by vertebra. Closing the legs, reaching the fingertips forwards for a full roll down. Exhale, rounding the spine, stomach in, rolling down vertebra by vertebra. This time reaching the arms back and roll up. Inhale. If you feel you need a bit of help, you can always hold on to your legs to help you come up. And stretching over. And go in your own time. See if you can sense again the spine onto the mat as it rolls down. And as we roll up vertebra by vertebra, reaching, stretching over, rolling down. And rolling up. One more time, rolling down. This time we're going to stay here. Again, I'm going to bring the right knee in towards the chest. Stretch the leg up. Hold on behind the leg, first of all, for a comfortable stretch. And then we're going to increase the stretch by pulling the leg a little bit closer and lifting the head up. Relax the head down. We're going to keep the leg up, open the arms to the side, and take the leg across the body to the left until you feel the right side of your hip coming off a little bit off the floor, and then bring the hip down and open the leg a little bit to the right. And we're going to keep going, and each time perhaps you can take the hip a little bit further off, but still keep the shoulder relaxed. Bring it back and open. Take the leg across. The upper body stays as relaxed as possible. Open the leg again. If you need a soft bend in your knee, that's absolutely fine. Let's do it one more time, just like that. Opening the leg to the right, engaging through the center. And the next time we take the leg across, bend the knee and bring the knee towards the floor. Place the left hand on the knee. And again, just softening, relaxing. Let's bring the awareness to the right part of the ribs. Just noticing how each inhalation the ribs expand, and each exhalation the ribs soften. Just take one more really nice deep breath, expanding on the inhale and softening on the exhale. Let's bring that knee back and come into a four-figure stretch, opening the knee, threading the hands through, holding on either behind the knee or the front of the shin. And breathing here. Going to do that to the other side. So keep the left knee towards you. Stretch the right leg up. Gentle stretch. And then increasing the stretch, bringing the leg closer towards you. Lifting the head up. Relax the head down. Keep the leg long. Open the arms. And take the leg across the body to the right. The left side of the hip will come off a little bit, and then bring it down and open the leg to the left. And then each time we do that, we're going to try and go a little bit further with the leg. Trying to keep the upper body totally relaxed. And the breath slow and steady. Let's do one more time, taking the leg across, bringing it back, opening, and then next time we take the leg across, bending the knee, bringing the knee towards the floor, right hand on the knee, seeing how we soften the body now, and bringing the awareness to the left side of the ribs. Feeling the expansion with the inhale and the release with the exhale. And then coming to the four-figure stretch, opening the left knee, placing the left foot over the knee, and then bringing underneath the knee the right leg towards us. And breathing in. Hugging both knees in. Again, lifting the head and rocking up and down a few times until we come to a sitting position. Sitting in a cross-legged position. We're going to bring the body forwards and back in a wave motion. Inhale to come forwards. Exhale, drawing the navel back. Deep breath in, exhale. And then circling. Just keep the breath flowing in and out. And circle the torso in the other direction. Coming back to sitting up on both sitting bones, clasping the hands. Exhale, lift the arms up. And we're going to feel the engagement of the pelvic floor and the stomach muscles, and just hold it there for a few seconds. Squeezing pelvic floor and stomach. And then let that go. Walk the hands forwards, relax the head over. And each exhalation, softening, allowing your head to drop even further towards the floor. Roll up vertebra by vertebra. If possible, change the cross of the legs. Let's try and change the interlacing of the hands in the more unusual way. Lift up, exhale, and again, squeeze the pelvic floor and stomach muscles. Just going to stay here for a few seconds. And let's take a twist. Right hand over the left knee, left hand somewhere behind us. Could be on the floor. You might even want to put it behind your back. See what works best for you. Elongating the top of the head up, but the shoulders relax down, and finding a twist that feels really good for your body. Let's go to the other side. Left hand on the right knee, right hand maybe on the floor, maybe behind your back. Lengthening the top of the head up and the shoulders relax and open. And let's come back to center. Walk the hands forwards and just really relax over. One more nice deep breath in and exhaling all the air out. Coming up vertebra by vertebra, sitting up with a long spine. Let's come to the side, lying with the head resting on the arm. Bend the underneath knee, and we're going to take the hand, hold onto the ankle, stretch that leg back. Each exhalation, again, as the stomach draws in, think of slightly curling your tailbone under, that little pelvic curl. Inhale, exhale, curl the pelvis under. Let's do one more just like that. Exhale. You can reach the leg a little bit further back as you draw the stomach in even more. And then let's take the top arm, grab onto it with the bottom hand. We're going to flex that top leg and kick forwards, stretch the leg back and lengthen the arms away from the leg. Kick forwards, reach back, creating more and more length. Forwards, lengthen back, kick forwards, flex, backwards, point the foot. Flex, point one more time, kick forwards and a flex. I'm going to stay there for a moment, see how much we can lengthen and reach, expand. Let's bring that up to a mermaid. So one hand's on the floor, the other hand's on the hip. We're going to guide that hip to a rotation all the way until we're looking over the shoulder and bringing it back. Just playing with that sense of spiraling from the hips all the way to the head. Let's do one more just like that. And then place both hands on the mat. Open the chest, gaze forwards. I'm going to start walking the hands forwards and maybe a little bit towards the side. Relax the head down into the mat. You might want to stay there, or for extra stretch, we're going to thread this left hand through underneath the right one. Just find a position where that twist feels good for your body. And again, you can really relax into it. Each exhalation, see what we can let go of. And slowly coming up, and sweep that back leg around. Try and ground both sits bones into the floor as we reach up, and twist over to the left, lengthening the top of the head up, relaxing the shoulders. Let's come to lying on the other side. So stretching the arms so that the head can relax on it. Underneath knees bend, holding on with your hand to the top foot and stretching it back. Inhale, and with the exhale, thinking of drawing the stomach in and a little pelvic tilt forwards. Breathing in, taking the leg further back. Exhale, stomach in, little pelvic curl. One more time, in. Gonna sweep that top arm, holding on with the bottom one. Flex the foot, bringing it forwards. Point the toes, reaching back. Kick forwards, reach back. Inhaling and exhaling fully, deeply. Twice more. And on the last one, the leg goes back. We're going to stay there and see how much we can lengthen and extend before coming up to the mermaid. Hand on the hip. Turning around, looking over the back shoulder. And back. That sense of spiraling all the way from the hips to the top of the head. And then the next one, I'm going to place both hands on the mat, open the chest, walk forwards, maybe a little bit more to the left or to the side, and then thread this arm underneath the other one, if that feels good for you. And when you find the position that gives you a good sense of twist and stretch, relax into it and breathe. Slowly coming up, sweeping that back leg around, trying to find that sensation of both sits bones rooting down as the head reaches up, and with that sense of length, taking a twist. Let's come onto all fours, hands and knees. I'm going to start again just curling the tailbone down, lifting the belly. So it's a small pelvic curl, trying to keep the top part of the back nice and still. Just isolating the bottom part of the spine, curling the hips up and down, keeping the shoulders open and relaxed. And let's do the full movement. So starting off with the hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, and the head. Stay there for a moment. And then reverse and arch the back, opening the chest, gazing forward. Exhaling, rounding through the whole back. Inhale, arching, opening. As if the movement's really riding on the breath. Exhale. Inhale. exhale. Inhale. We're going to continue with the puppy pose. So keep the hips up high. Bring the chest and the head down. Walk the hands forwards. Relax your head down into the mat. Coming back to the slow, gentle breath. Coming back, take your hands further forwards, keeping the spine long. Going to bring the weight forwards, bending the elbows back, and then taking the weight back so the hips reach towards the heels, and just playing with that transference of weight forwards and back, making it as big or as small as feels good for you. Forwards and back. Next time we come forward, we're going to come all the way to lying on the belly, hands underneath the forehead, and taking a moment to notice how this feels. How can we relax the front part of the body into the mat, and whether we can let go of anything in any tension in the shoulders or in the neck. Gently press down with the hands. Lift your forehead off. Think of reaching the top of the head forwards, just creating that sense of length, and coming back. Keep the ribs down into the mat for now. Just the head and shoulders float up to get that sense of length through the spine, and back down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. That same sense of length, same sense of pressing down. This time we're going to go up as far as feels good for your back. Bending the elbow, lengthening the spine, all the way back down. Again, press down. Lengthening the spine as the shoulders open. And coming back down. You might want to continue with that. Or if you'd like to join me in opening the right knee to the side, taking the left hand further forward onto the floor. And this time, as we extend, we're going to look over the right shoulder and down, creating length and then a sense of rotation. Let's do one more on this side. And then changing for this time, the left knee opens, the right hand comes a bit further forwards, pressing down, rotating, and coming back. Lengthening, connecting the hands down to float the head up. And down. One more time. Pressing down. Length through the spine. Coming back. And then we're going to bring ourselves back into a rest position. So find the angle of the knees and where the arms need to be so you can really relax. Breathe for a moment, softening your head into the mat. And then we're going to bring the top of the head in between the hands and very gently start rolling forwards and back. And if that feels good for you, you might want to explore and play a little bit with whatever movement feels good for you. So take as long as you want for that exploration. And then we're going to finish off as we started, lying on our backs, finding the most comfortable position for the arms and for the legs. Bringing the awareness to how the body connects to the floor and to the breath. Just going to observe how the breath flows in and out. Each inhalation, imagine you're filling your body with new energy. And each exhalation, letting go of whatever doesn't serve you right now. So I invite you to take as long as you want to lie on your back, enjoying the sensation of the breath. I hope you enjoy doing this class with me. Maybe you feel a little bit more calm and relaxed. And please subscribe if you haven't already done so we can do more classes together.